Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm the Customer Success Lead here at EcoSend. Today, let's take a dive into adding an EcoSend form to a WordPress website. Now, there's a couple of quirks we'll see in adding a form to a WordPress website, as we'll see shortly, but here is my nice designed template website. And what I'd like to do is add a newsletter sign-up option down here at the bottom so people can join my subscriber list. So that's where I want to deploy the code. So let's start with that. Let's just grab the code option in WordPress and create a code block to pop into the section there. So we'll select code from the list and we'll just drag that into the box area here. Okay, now it's time to build our EcoSend form. So let's jump to my EcoSend platform and create a new form. So for this one, I've got a nice simple website and I want a nice simple form just with a email box to fill out. So a nice simple template we'll grab for this one. So I won't add any custom fields for this, but I will just update that to sign up to make it fitting with the newsletter. And next stage is the key one where I want to design this nicely to fit in with my website design. So let's have a think. What I don't really want is this blue button here. It doesn't really quite match my website. So let's jump to the site. I want a nice white background and maybe grab this nice gray, dark gray color here. So I'll just use my color picker and select that color there. There we go. So let's jump back and let's put that in as the button. That makes it much nicer with the design. Let's check the success background, how that looks. Again, perfect. That fits nicely. Advanced options, I want to make sure double opt-in is enabled so that only users who verify their email can submit a form. So I don't want any spam users coming through. So that's all done. Let's go ahead and create the form. Now everything being nicely drag and drop and no code, that creates my iframe snippet here. And the nice thing about this is that once it's installed in the site, if I do want to make changes to my form, if I want to add in maybe a custom field later down the line, I can do that. I can hit save and publish, and that will then update the form live on my website. I won't need to reinstall it. So copy to clipboard and let's jump into WordPress. Now, there's a couple of quirks with adding a EcoSend form to a WordPress site to be aware of that aren't relevant necessarily to other website builders. So the first is, once I paste my code in, I need to just flip this to custom HTML, and that will then allow the form to deploy, as we can see here. But this is our second problem. This preview doesn't look very nice because it's not center aligned. So I've got it way off to the left, and ideally I want to have my form nicely parallel, center aligned with the header above. So for this, all I need to do is bring in a little bit of custom coding, and you can find this on the EcoSend support homepage. If you head to the forms support page, that's ecosend.io /support. And head to install forms. And if you just scroll down, you'll see this is the code we need to add in here. So let me just copy that. And once I've added it in, all I need to do is to wipe out where it says your EcoSend snippet here and replace that with the actual code for my snippet. So jumping back to WordPress, let's bring up the HTML again. And at the start, let's just paste in that center align code. And now all I need to do is copy my form code and remove the EcoSend placeholder here and paste. And now, as if by magic, if we hit preview, we'll now see the form is nicely centered underneath my title here, fitting in nicely with the whole decor and design of my website, ready for users to hit the submit button and sign up for my newsletter. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have any questions, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out. My team and I will be most happy to help.